Hello my lovelies, so today I'm going to show you 3 easy sort of hair ups / hair sort of plaiting tutorials. I find, because I'm a hairdresser, I find a lot of people don't really know how to sort of French plait or kind of change their hair up a little bit, and practice makes perfect. Sometimes even when I'm doing my own hair, it takes me about 3 times to get it right, and it doesn't need to be exactly perfect anyway. But I'm going to show you some easy ways to kind of do it more on sort of short hair. If you have longer hair, you can probably do it as well. I'm probably prime example. I've got quite a few layers in there as well. That makes it a lot more difficult. But when you've got my sort of length, or maybe you're living a little bit shorter or a bit longer, it's quite hard to style. So I'm going to show you some easier sort of methods of doing that. So my hair has been washed yesterday. It's quite soft at the moment and it feels actually quite lovely. I used the Alpoo, it was really nice. So I'm not going to use any product on this beforehand. I've already got some styling product when I was blow drying it anyway. But if you had curly, coarser hair, the product I would use is either some serum, so this is my favourite one at the moment, it's True Lasting Colour, or some smoothing lustre, only a tiny little bit on dry hair. If you have very, very coarse hair that's going to soak up the product, this is perfect, but I normally use this on wet hair. So the main things I would use for these sort of things is a tiny little hairband. So you can see these ones here. These are white, I can get them in black as well. These are quite good because they're sort of, you can get quite tight ones, but these ones are quite loose and quite a bit there. But you can use normal hairbands, but I find with my sort of hair, once I get to the end of the plait, because I've got layers, I need something a little bit more tighter. Also, bobby pins. You're going to need bobby pins. And of course, a hairbrush. My favourite is a Tangle Teaser. It just helps get that through there, and you want it really nice for all of these, really nicely brushed through. No knots whatsoever. Because if you come up with a knot, it's a lot easier than doing someone else. So if you're doing it on a child or your friend or something like that, it's going to be a lot more easier because you can kind of see it more. Where this, I advise maybe starting out by looking in a mirror, but when you get to the back, don't look in a mirror, feel it. So the first one I'm going to do is, I call it the Elsa Plait. And I'm going to start like this. So I'm going to get a strand of hair. So you want it on the side. I always wear mine on the side parting. Mine's not a straight parting, but it don't matter. So I've got a big good chunk of hair. I'm going to split it in 3. And at this point I am seeing what that 3 is like. So I split it in 3. Now I'm going to start from the bottom one, bring it over, make sure there is no hairs. This is the ideal thing. You want to kind of close off that, pull it tight. You don't want any loose hairs. Bring that over, so you want to bring the outside over, bring that out, and then you've got your first sort of section. Bring that back over, bring that there, so you integrate the next bit. So I use my nail, I just kind of bring that up, get all the loose hairs gone, and then I drop that bit there, but that's okay, it's okay to like drop it. And then I bring the next section from here, so just bring it along, and then there we go. So you want to carry that along, there. And you're just sliding that along. Want to keep it quite tight but not overly tight. Bring that section under and bring that down, bring that over, pull that tighter. Now I don't have any bit, well I do, I have the tiniest tiny little bit, but normally I don't have anything there. That's fine, we're just going to carry on, don't take anything under. I'm going to bring this bit over. If anything, my hair is probably a little bit too soft at the moment. If you find that with your hair, use some dry shampoo. It is fabulous. At the moment I'm loving the OB Hive. That is quite light, it's quite nice. It's not as heavy as the shop sort of ones. It's by TG and it's really nice. So you're gonna, can you see that okay? So this is when I'm kind of stopping here and I'm thinking, okay, I need to get it to come along here now. So I'm going to swap my arms over and I'm going to turn around for you guys. That took me 2 tries there, so even though I'm not, well, even though I'm a pro, or I like to think I'm a pro, you know, you're not always gonna get it right the first time, and it's a lot of patience you've got to have, and I'm feeling it through, and actually I feel like I've got most of it in. So the French plait is probably the hardest to do out of all of them, but this one is pretty easy, and actually you could do this sort of style as the French plait going around. So this is a very easy style to do. I kind of call this my twisted crown. So you want to kind of get some big bits, like big, split it in 2, make sure it's a nice good section, and you twist. This is easy as pie, even though making pie is not easy. So what I've done is I've sectioned them both off, about halfway between my head, kept it in my parting. You can do it in any sort of parting this. So you're only integrating on the bottom one. Split my arm around, bring that tight to the head, bring that around, drop that there, make sure it's still tight, don't lose this little bit, tight, because it's, on my hair it's kind of, I've got less hair here, so therefore I need to make sure it's nice and tight. I've run out of hair now, so I'm just gonna carry on twisting, but not adding any hair in. Twist, and oh, there's a little bit there, and just until it's not gonna twist much more, I'm just gonna pop a pin in. This guide is all secure. So we're gonna do the same to this side. Do the same, twist, 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 adding in at the bottom. So we've got that nice twist in now. I can't actually see what it looks like, but let's pop some pins in. It's feeling all good. Like I said, it doesn't need to be perfect. Now a good thing to do with your pins is to lock them. So how you do that is you kind of lock them like that. So you put one in and you put the one in and they're not going to budge. And for this tufty here, bring that around and bring it into this part around here. And then there we go. There's probably some pins hanging out. You can always hide them a little bit and change them about a little bit. That's probably showing, but really I don't really mind about seeing pins. I'm not that bothered. I just feel a little bit toughened out here. Gonna grab my pin, open it up a little bit. I find that helpful. And there we go. So much like the second one, this is quite easy and it's to do with the twist, so it's a bit of an adapting of the second one. You want to start out and it's a half up, half down, so it's kind of a little bit sort of like this, but it's got a bit of a twist to it. Grab the top bit, very much like the first one, you're gonna split it in 2. And you twist. Now you just pick up a little bit like that, so you're still leaving a lot of it down on this side, so Not gonna worry about it too much. Yeah, it's absolutely fine. Now this one, I don't mind it being too messy at the back. So I'm just gonna twist it until I reach about the middle sort of stage. And then I'm gonna pin it. Okay, so it's just a nice little twist on the side there. So you just, I would start up here. And twist. And gonna pop some bobby pins in. And like I said, don't mind it being messy. Now I'll tell you why in a moment. So you can see I've just roughly popped it in there. Now this is because I like to leave. I don't really, because you can't see it, it's hard to be rough anyway. So I'm going to put a bit of a bow in. Or a flower or whatever you want to do. It's October at the moment, so I'm going to do my bat bow. If I can get it in. So then I feel kind of where it's feeling a little bit looser. And just slide some pins in. Pins are life, there we go. So there we go, finished result. So that just kind of helps cover a million sins. Feel it a little bit there. Maybe just brush that through there. And when it's curly, you can get away with so much more when it's curly. That's why it's a lot more easier to do when it's curly. So that is my 3 sort of quick, easy hairstyles for kind of just in the morning if you want to get something, you know, sorted, or if one of your kids wants something done. Those should be quite easy to do. Now, if you'd like to see any more videos, just let me know down in the comments of sort of hairstyles and stuff like that you'd like to see. If you haven't already, please subscribe as well. I also make mental health videos and also art videos as well. And please give this a thumbs up as well. I'm also a hairdresser. I work at the Style Guru in Field in Reading. So if you have any hair questions or anything like that, please check out our Facebook page and also give us a check out as well if you live locally. But yes, I hope you like this, guys, and I will see you next week. Bye. I love it. I've fallen in love. I do not regret my purchase at all. Is that £30?